Hi, good morning, friends. This is Pradeep. Today we are talk about the tense. Tense means what? If you want to learn to English, so first important role is tense. Tense means what? You want to show any action. For example, you want to talk about the today, so you have to use that is called present tense. So this tense first divide in three parts: first present, past, and future. So in this divided three parts, but if you want to say any action about, for example, if you're doing right now whatever you're doing the process, that is called present. But in present also, which exact action time you are using, so this is called present. Continuous means whatever I am saying with you, that is this doing the action, that is called continuous. For example, I am teaching you, I'm explaining you, I'm watching you. So like this, any action. So in this related, we are so many sentence will come. For example, I am coming, I am going, I am taking, I am sitting, I am eating, I am reading, I am running. Any action, that is called continuous. So first main divide in three parts: present, past, future, and this main part we are divide in four part. Four parts means simple present tense is divide, continue, simple, then continue and perfect, and continue and perfect. Like this, four part are divided. So first we will try to understand why we are divided. Because if you doing any action, you are not doing in any tense any action. For example, if you doing any action in present, but if you ask about the yesterday, so there we are using past tense. You will be asked about tomorrow, what is the planning tomorrow, so there we have to use future tense. So future tense will divide it four tense: simple, continue, perfect, and continue and perfect. So both are divided in four parts. So today I will be talk about first is simple present tense. Simple present tense is what? Simple means any action. Any action you are saying in simply. That is called I come, I go, I take, I bring, I read, I take. So I will be explain that how we can say. So in this sentence, if you want about first judge in Marathi. So Marathi इन सेंटेन्स, मराठीमध्ये सेंटेन्स आपल्याला ओळखायचं असेल तर मराठी सेंटेन्समध्ये वाक्याच्या शेवटी तो लागतो. मी येतो, मी जातो, मी खातो. इफ यू बॉय, सो यू विल बी यूज तो, अँड एनी विल यूज द गर्ल, सो शी विल यूज द ते. मी करते, मी खाते, मी जाते, मी पिते. लाईक दिस simple present tense will use the Marathi sentence. So in this Marathi sentence, how you can make in English? So there one structure is given that relates. So what is the structure? First we have structure is subject, means this want to make for perfectly sentence. So first using subject, then using verb. But in simple present tense, you are using verb after e, other yes, e otherwise yes, after that verb, object, last one is objects, but we are using only first verb. So many students are confused where you can use yes and yes. Yes and yes, where you can use. So last time I was explain about that, so one more time I will talk where you can use that the yes and yes, because everybody know about the that verb we are using simple. So whenever subject will come, I, you, we, there you don't need to use the yes and yes. But subject will come, plural. Plural means we, he, it, and they. There you have to use the yes. For example, I reads, he reads, she reads, it reads, they reads. But in singular, there don't need to use the yes. You have to use only I read, you read, we read. Keep your mind what I am saying. You have to keep your mind only he, she, it, and they. He, she, it, and they. Four subject. you have to keep your mind. Understand? For subject, there you have to use yes and yes. So yes means subject will come read, verb will come read. So there you have to use I reads, he reads, she reads, we read. And subject will come go. So there we are using es. For example, she goes, he goes, it goes, they goes. Like this we can use it. So many times, so student getting the confused. But this sentence how you can make in negative? Negative, they are used. You have to use the do and do not. So in negative, first I was talk about the affirmative sentence, that is called होकारार्थी. होकारार्थी मध्ये आपण सब्जेक्ट यूज करतो, वर्ब यूज करतो, वर्ब नंतर यस आणि यूएस यूज करतोय आणि नंतर ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके, पण नकारार्थीमध्ये कशा पद्धतीने यूज करायचा? नकारार्थीमध्ये खूप वेळा प्रश्न पडल्यानंतर खूप सारे स्टुडंट कन्फ्यूज होतात. नकारार्थीमध्ये काय यूज करायचं? नकारार्थीमध्ये आपल्याला बाकी सब्जेक्ट टाईप नंतर मेन हेल्पिंग वर्ब यूज करतो, त्यानंतर नॉट यूज करतो. याच्यामध्ये तसं नाही. याच्यामध्ये ज्या वेळेला सब्जेक्ट जेव्हा यस वापरतो त्यावेळेला डचचा वापर करायचा. तर यस केव्हा वापरतो? जेव्हा ही, शी, इट येते त्यावेळेला यस वापरायचं. आणि सब्जेक्ट जेव्हा आय, यू, वी यूज करतोय, when subject will come, now this same sentence, simple present, you have to make in negative. So there you have to use, I give first explain the structure. You have to first use subject, then after that subject you have to use do, otherwise does, then you have to use not, again verb and object. Okay, so this related. When negative you have to use subject will come I, you, we, they. Subject will come. That time you have to use do and do not. In negative you have to use do not. For example, I do not come, you do not come, we do not come, they do not come. Then subject will come he, she, it, and any name. For example, Ram, Sham, your father, my brother, your sister, our family, my best friend. Like this, any name comes, there you have to use does not. He does not come, she does not come, it does not come, Ram does not come. Like this you have to say. So same I will be talk about the questions. So how you can use in questions? Questions you have to use. First you have to use, if you want ask about the questions and simple present tense. And simple present tense you want to ask the question. So first you have to use do, otherwise does, then subject, verb and object. So same subject will come he, she, it, there you have to use does, and subject will come I, we, you, there you have to use do only. So that related we try to understand some example. For example, I read a good books. So again subject will come I read good books. You go to the library every Saturday. We listen to the music. They watch TV in the living room. So they all use the subject I, you, we, they. So after verb we are not using yes and yes. Then we'll use the he and she. So there what we are showing? She writes a letter at the library. After verb we are using the yes. Where you are using, after what I am saying, after we are using the verbs. Verb is what? Write. So after write we are using yes. She writes a letter. He runs in the park. So what was that? So after he we are using verb is runs. So after runs we are using the yes. Okay, so that's a simple trick. When subject will come singular, there you have to use yes. So subject will come plural, there you have to use after verb yes and yes. So they are simple we are using. After she and he we are using, after verb we are using yes. So in negative how we can make this? I read a good books. I do not read a good books. You go to the library every Saturday. You do not go to the library every Saturday. We listen to the music. We do not listen to the music. They watch the TV in the living room. They do not watch the TV in the living room. She writes a letter at the library. She does not write a letter in the library. So after she we are using does. He reads a book. He does not read a book. After that we are saying in both positive and negative. Now we will talk about the interrogative. Interrogative means which that is called question. I read a good book. Do you read a good books? We are asking the question. You go to the library every Saturday. Do you go to the library every Saturday? We listen to the music. Do we listen to the music? They watch the TV in the living room. They watch the TV in the living room. She writes a letter in the library. Does she writes a letter in the library? He runs in the park. Does he runs in the park? And one more thing what you want to do, when you have to use the does, so there after does we are automatically remove, after verb you have to remove the yes. For example, I given she reads, she does not read. He runs, he does not run. In simple present tense like this, ask the question, and you want to ask the WH question in simple present tense. So that is structure I will be talking. You have to use WH. After that, do, does, subject, verb, object. Like this, for example, you have to use who, which, whom. Like this, any use the WH. After that, you have to use do, does, then subject, verb, and object. After that, you have to use subject, verb. Last one you have to use the question mark, right? So you have to ask the which do the work here. Who does work this complete? Like this you can ask any question. So do before you have to use WH. So like this you understand any one tense. So like this you understand one sentence. If you understand one simple present tense, so after that you can easily understand simple past tense, future tense. So one by one, so many 12 tense is there. If you understand one, so that related you can understand all sentence. Okay, so this I will talk about only simple present tense. Okay, I hope you like this video. So like, and if you require any friend, so share that. Okay, so thank you and thanks for watching this video. Thank you.